Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got the bottom end, I got the short block buttoned up, crank stuff in, got my oil pump on, the pickup. I threw the pan on, just it's not torqued down or anything. I just put it on there so debris and stuff's not getting, dust and stuff's not getting on the crank. But we're working on the heads now. So I figured I'd make a video, kind of go through the procedure that ARP asked for. It's a little bit different than what people think. So I'll show you here. First thing you want to do, so down here, this surface here where the washer goes on, the ARP, they want to make sure that is completely free of any grease, any debris, oil, anything like that. That is supposed to be 100% dry when you go ahead and install them. So those are done, nice and clean. I've already gone over the heads. I've gone through, made sure all the ports are clean. I'll clean that up one more time before I put it on, but obviously made sure the surfaces are all clean, stuff like that. So that's gonna be ready to go. So what they want you to do is they want you to degrease all of the washers 100%. They want you to take all the oil off there, the packing oil, and there's a lot on there, guys. And these here, it's got a textured side. One side is textured. That side goes down for gripping, and then the top side is smooth. So I'm gonna hit it with some brake clean. You can clean it with anything you've got, but I just want to make sure that all of the oil's off there. So now, what they want to do we're going to take these dry with nothing on them, and they want you to put them down inside on those spots. Again, I'm putting the rough side down, so the rough side's down to grab the block, the smooth side is going to be up. And you can see what I'm talking about. I've just got them set down on there. So again, it's set smooth side up, rough side down. So those are all set in there. After that, what they want you to do is they want you to take the stud, the bolt, want you to lube it up around the end. And they talk about this. This is a pretty crucial part. This isn't, a lot of people think you can just throw a gob on the top and that'll be good. They want a nice coat around the top like that. And then they want you to coat the bottom of this nut fairly gingerly and throw it in there. Then I want you to thread this in halfway so there's still, the nut's not all the way down. And then they want you to set it in, put it down by hand. So they only want this finger tight. They don't want any torque put on it, right? Should go in there fairly simple. So that's on the bottom. Guys, again, I'm not putting any pressure. It stopped. That's what I would say is finger tight. So we're gonna do that for each of the studs. And I'll show you from there. So I've got them all in. They're all down finger tight. You do want to go over and just make sure before I put the head on, I put all the studs in as it recommends in the instructions. Put them on it, put them all in. Use the straight edge, make sure they all went down the same distance so they're all level. But you do just want to do a visual inspection, make sure that they're all down the same so you're all even. So next you want to take your socket, just tighten them up finger tight. So now that they're down, it's time to start torquing. So it's going to go in a 3 torque sequence. You're going to go 35 pounds, 70 pounds, 100 pounds. Same thing, you're going to start in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So we're going to start this at 35 pounds. Right there. So that's 35. We'll go to 70. So that's 70. And this is going to be the final torque at 100 foot-pounds. It's always good. I'm going to double check just to make sure it's 100 foot-pounds, but I know that it is. So that's it. We've gone through them all. Now, ARP doesn't suggest a retorquing. Some people, I've done it myself, now that it's all torqued down, loosen off each one and then torque it down to 100 without loosening off the rest of the deck. ARP doesn't recommend it. They said as long as you did it right and you followed their steps, you should be good. That means making sure that that washer is all clear of shipping oil, and those washers are covered in oil, so I'd get a good degreaser. I use brake fluid to clean them. As long as those are clean, you know, textured side down to grab, you should be good to go. I follow the procedure just the way they asked to do it, so I'm not going to loosen it off and retorque it. I'm confident with what was done. The last step, and it's actually a pretty important one, right here, so I don't want any debris in there, is they want you to wipe off any of the excess assembly lube off the stud. Obviously the reason they want this, they don't want it mixing in with your oil and stuff like that. It's not that it's going to be, you know, engine ending, but it's not good for the motor. So we're going to clean that off. That's her. Starting to look like an engine again. Heads are all on. I'm going to throw a little bit of tape over the intake ports. Make sure no grit or grime or anything falls down in there while we're doing the rest of the assembly. So I was going to do the cams tonight. I am waiting on the limiters, my cam limiters. So there's no point in putting the cams in doing the timing because I can't put the phasers on the front of them. So we'll wait for those to get in. Continue on.